So let's now shift our focus to Myanmar, where Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi has said that the Rohingya crisis is one of the biggest challenges that the country is facing at the moment. Speaking to media, Aung San Suu Kyi has further clarified that her government was doing everything that it possibly can to protect everyone in the strife-torn state of the Rakhine province.
We have to take care of our citizens. We have to take care of everybody who is in our country, whether or not they are our citizens. It is our duty, and we try our best. Of course, our resources are not as complete and adequate as we would like them to be, but still we try our best, and we want to make sure that everyone is entitled to the protection of the law.
So that was the statement given out by Aung San Suu Kyi that her government is committing to protecting anyone, whether they be citizens of Myanmar or not. Still not clear whether the Rohingyas are Myanmar citizens. Meanwhile, Indian parliamentary delegation led by Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan has refused to be a part of the Bali declaration that highlights the Rohingya crisis. Now, the declaration was adopted at the World Parliamentary Forum on Sustainable Development that was held in Indonesia. According to the Indian diplomats, the declaration was not in line with the agreed global principles of sustainable development. The delegation took the stance on a day Prime Minister Narendra Modi concluded his visit to Myanmar, where he expressed solidarity with the government there against the extremist violence in the Rakhine state. Also, Aung San Suu Kyi's statement comes after she faced massive criticism from around the world over the violence against the Rohingya Muslims. Meanwhile, more Rohingyas from Myanmar have made their way to Bangladesh, fleeing from the ethnic cleansing that is taking place in the Rakhine province. Now, they've said that they were forced to leave their homes to escape the violence as the Myanmar army continued to indulge in excesses by burning their villages. Now, the Cox's Bazar region has seen thousands of newly arrived Rohingya families making their way inland into Bangladesh after crossing the Naf River that borders Myanmar and Bangladesh. The surge of refugees, many sick or wounded, has strained the resources of aid agencies and communities which are helping the thousands of Rohingyas. Meanwhile, protests continue to be held across India against the systematic persecution and ethnic cleansing of the Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. The local residents have taken to the streets in the eastern city of Kolkata to protest the treatment of the minority Muslims in Myanmar, and Aung San Suu Kyi has come under growing international pressure to halt the clearance operations as been dubbed by the security forces in the Rakhine state. Now, in a rare letter to the United Nations Security Council, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, has also warned that the operations in Myanmar could amount to ethnic cleansing of the Rohingya Muslims.